and I'm going to go live on Facebook. Give me a second. Page. And we're live. Very welcome, everybody. Donna.
Folks, how are you? As Joy has just noted, we're live, and on this beautiful sunny day, it is great that there's been so many entries to this year's model boat competition. It is indeed the biggest entry we have ever had. Our son board Meitheal agus on Fern Banistiert. Our son Fern Thelachun Corky is honor dumsa ven live Arish. Agus you know Kegwil she Bronach no will made amok an loch. Is an stad on Imlane agus Tom Sul Gomorga my made the mat Arish on Blaine Chacooing. Folks, it's a delight on behalf of Meitheal to welcome you all. You're fantastic people. You are all winners. All 90 plus of you are winners. And the victory that you have achieved is you have recycled and reused plastic, which is a very topical concern in the oceans at the moment. Meitheal spends a lot of its time trying to bring awareness of the seas and rivers around Cork and indeed on a wider sphere around the country. We teach rowing, we teach boat building, we do research, we do loads of things, but we love doing this festival. You will recognize some of the people here who have been involved with us for many years. And the person I'm going to highlight at this minute is Councillor Kieran McCarthy, who is just a fantastic friend of Cork Harbour Festival, fantastic friend of Meitheal. Kieran is the founder of this event, but has also contributed a brilliant presentation on the bridges of Cork earlier in the week. He's doing a tour from treasure hunt tomorrow in around the city. He is just has a graw for the city and loves its history and loves sharing it. But he's been a real friend to us, and we're delighted every year to be involved with this. You know, the sun is shining and we can't be outside, but the results of our sacrifice are there to see. The numbers with the pandemic are going down, the numbers in hospital are going down, which means we will be able to be outside soon. One thing I say to you is use this summer to get on the water. Whether it be swimming, whether it be boating, do it safely. Always have a life jacket on if you're going boating. Do it with your parents. Do it with people who are responsible for you. But enjoy it, love it. It's a fantastic life. Without any further ado, I am delighted to welcome Councillor Kieran McCarthy.
Donna, thank you very much for that. I think you're right that we've all been friends now a very long time, that all these projects that we do together don't seem like work, and they've never been work to me. It's always been a fantastic partnership and friendship. And I know that we've only been working, I suppose, really together a few short years, but I think what we've done together in terms of pushing out the Make a Model Boat project more, because the Make a Model Boat project is in I think it's year 12, and I think we began to work with each other maybe at year 6, and from then on the Make a Model Boat project has got stronger and stronger, so much so that we have we've got 95 entries this year, of all kind of shapes and sizes. And I do want to thank Joya and Rachel and Brideen for their work on this. It's always a pleasure to work with Joya, and it's been great to get to know Rachel. And I know she's put in an enormous amount of work on the administration and cataloguing and elements like that. And to Brideen for judging, it's very much appreciated. I suppose the Make a Model Boat project, for me, it's all about creativity and innovation and fun. And in what I call BC, or before COVID, we always used to go to the loch, and we'd be able to float the boats in the loch. And for this year and last year, we haven't been able to do that. So, like, fingers crossed that we can do it again next year. But certainly this year, the theme of build a model boat at home has really kind of taken off. So I'm really excited to share the award winners with the people who are listening in here this afternoon. But also, I know there's been a number of little videos created to showcase everybody's work. I think a lot of people use the phrase "everyone's a winner," but for me, actually, everyone's a creator. I think everybody has imagination, and this is what this project is about. And I also want to thank Meitheal and the Cork Harbour Festival for helping me with my audio trail, her audio heritage trail of the marina. That was also launched this week, and also for the history talk we did on the bridges on Tuesday evening, and plus we have the Heritage Treasure Hunt tomorrow, starting at 1 o'clock from the National Monument, which is very much a 2-hour walk, I suppose, westwards up the South Channel and then down the North Channel to explore the history of the story of the bridges, but also trying to find clues. So it's a very interesting kind of treasure hunt that we actually began last year. And for those tuning in who went to it last year, I've changed the questions for this year, so you can't cheat, and there are prizes for those who actually complete the whole treasure hunt. So I'm delighted to be here again. I think this project it's a really fab partnership, and we keep building on it every year, and hopefully we'll get back to the physical floating of the boats on the loch next year. And yeah, so thank you very much to everyone for tuning in. So let's get on to the award ceremony. So thanks, Donna.
Thank you, Kieran, and thank you, Donna. My name is Joya Cowan. I am the festival manager here in Cork Harbour Festival, and I'm delighted to have everybody here today. We've been literally blown away by the amount of entries this year. It was a record number of entries, which was excited. Well, it was exciting to see, particularly in the year that it's in, with it being an online event. Thank you for being creative. Thank you for the kids for being creative. Thank you for all the parents and carers and schools for taking it on, and for encouraging the kids to come on board and make a model boat with us. So for the proceedings today, the way we'll do it is we'll work through the different age categories, and our fellow adjudicators will announce the awards in each age category. So I'm delighted to have with me today Brideen Cannon, who is going to do the first couple of categories. Then I've got Rachel Birmingham, who's going to do the middle age category. And then Councillor Kieran McCarthy is going to do the last handful of age categories. What we'll do is we'll play a little video of each of the boats, that we receive within each category, and then we'll announce the prize winners. So without further ado, I'm going to start with the 4 to 6 year old category in the individuals. So I'm going to share a wee video and hopefully everybody can see that.
This is my boat. The name of the boat is Doggy Boat. This is the sail. This is the net for catching the fish.
Hello. Well, indeed, well done, boat builders. They're two lovely little boats, and wouldn't it be just great to be out on the water and either on a scaled up version of one of them.
So I've shared the prize winning slideshow there. Pradeem, can you see that?
Yes, thanks, Joya.
Okay, so in joint firsts are
Dahi, Crowley Peterson, and Lily O'Donovan. These are both two lovely little boats. There was nothing between them. One of them is a fishing boat, and Dahi's out fishing, and he described his boat for us. And then Lily has sailing her boat in a natural environment. I wonder how this reflects the two children behind them, or would we see Dahi out in a yacht some other year and Lily out fishing? They're two. Congratulations, both of you. They're both lovely little boats, and we hope to see you again.
okay. So then I'm going to share with you the next age category, which is the 7 to 9 year olds, also individual entries. Bear with me for a minute while I bring up the video. And I'll just do a share. There we go. boats in that category. Jeepers, how did you manage to find your winners, Bradeen?
There was a great range of materials in that. We had timber, we had polystyrene, we had plastic. There was a good, anything that would float.
Very good. So here are the prize winning entries in this category. In the 5th place,
we have Blahin. Blahin is a very lovely artistic boat. I couldn't resist her sails and and her name, the Starlight, just conjured up ideas of being out on a boat, looking up at the stars. How couldn't a boat like that win with such lovely sails? So that's Blahin is in 5th place and she's just 7.
very nice. And in 4th place,
No, I actually did a joint 3rd and 4th. So we can say they're joint 3rd. These two are engineers. The next two are engineers. So Thomas has a lovely little propeller on his boat with his seats. I think this is a kind of a James Bond young man with his jet. So he's in joint 3rd.
together
With Rory Harrington, who has a lovely bobbing Betty. And look at the sail on this one. It's a lovely working sail, very neat. It's a catamaran, really, is it?
it looks like it. Lovely, very good.
Yeah.
And in 2nd place,
Now, isn't this a lovely raft? Isn't that a beautiful, colourful wooden raft? And they have with lovely little oars as well, if they want to. How could Olivia not win with Bobbing Betty? Lovely artistic work, lovely craft, very nice craft work, very lovely work. And there was a lovely series of photographs showing the process of how Olivia made the boat all by herself.
super, very nice. So to go to 1st place in the 7 to 9-year-old category.
And this is Leon's boat. And this was quite an ambitious boat. It's got the base is polystyrene. He cut out his wings and it floats beautifully. A well-deserving winner is the HMS Pandora by Leon Malik.
Well done, everybody.
Work again, a lovely demonstration of the process with which Leon did his, and it's lovely to see the boats in there afloat. Well done, everybody.
Well done. And I think actually that last boat, it looks to be afloat in the loch, which is where we normally have our events. So well done, Leon. And thank you, Bradeen, for announcing those winners. Well done. Just to remind everybody watching, we have, of course, certificates of participation for all of the kids who've made a model boat. And for anybody in a ranking place, we have a special certificate to say that. And then for anybody who is in 1st place, Councillor Kieran McCarthy has donated gift vouchers for anybody who comes in 1st place. So let's carry on to the next category. The next category is the 10 and 11-year-olds. This was by far the biggest category that we received entries in. I'd say there's close to 50 entries in this category alone. So it was a very, very, very competitive category. But it's great to see so many 10 and 11-year-olds building boats and getting on board. Rachel is going to announce the winners for that. But before we do that, we'll have a look at the video and just get a moment to appreciate all of the boats that were built by the 10 and 11-year-olds. Bear with me while I share the video. Here we go. That was a big category. Rachel, how did you get on with the adjudication?
I'll tell you, it took me a good while. It was very hard to whittle it down to 5 places, but I've done it.
Very good. Well, I'm curious to hear who is going to come in the first, second, third, and fourth and fifth place in this very competitive category. I'm going to bring up the prize winning slides. Bear with me. Here we go. Okay, here we go. The 10 to the 11-year-olds individual entries. On fifth place, we have
Hadaya and her boat, Naomi. I really love the idea of having the number 8. Having like a curved kind of deck is really nice and unique, I thought. You have a lovely sail, and also with the number 8 deck as well, there's little holes so you can see below, which I thought was a really nice touch. So well done, Hadaya.
Oh, well done. That seems like a sort of a tourist boat where you can look underwater and see the fish. Okay, in fourth place, we have
Georgia and the Vikings on the lee boat. It's a lovely little homage to Cork, and once upon a time when we had Vikings sailing around Cork, I suppose. You can see there's lots of detail, and it looks like a really lovely solid boat. And it looks like Georgia had a really lovely time crafting it. You can see the love and care that was put into it, so well deserving, I think.
Well done. Okay, carrying on to third place.
In third place, we have Charlie with his honeycomb boat. Honeycomb is my favorite ice cream, Charlie, so well done on that. I love the use of all the cylindrical shapes. I think that's really nice and something different I'd seen. And then you have the 2 levels on the ship, the different decks. So I think keeping it open plan like that is really nice. There's a nice flow, and I think architecturally that looks really good.
Very nice. Well done, Charlie. In second place then, go on. Who have we got in second place?
We have Annika, and she did a great job with her boat, Lily. I think it's gorgeous. She did a great job of recycling and reusing all sorts of materials. I especially love the little umbrella you can see there, and she's her little Lego friends sitting under enjoying themselves. So I thought that was lovely, and it floats as well, which is great to see.
Very good. And then in first place in the 10 and 11-year-old category,
we have Aisling and her boat, the Odyssey. The first thing you notice is the colors. I think they're really striking and powerful. I love the yellow and the black. The contrast is gorgeous. You of course have the Cork flag. You can see you can go fishing off the side of the boat. There's all small little details you can see around. I think Aisling really took the time, and there's lots of detail, and I think it's just gorgeous.
Well done, Aisling, and well done everybody in the 10 and 11-year-old category. Well done. Okay, thank you, Rachel, for announcing the winners. We're going to the next category, which is the group entries in the 7 to 11-year-olds. There was a bunch in that category as well. So wait until I bring them up. Here we go. Oh, don't start yet. And I'm going to share it now because I saw some lovely, lovely models in this category as well.
Yeah, this was a tough category that was given to me to correct. It really was. You'd actually see there's a lovely mixture of creativity and ingenuity, a lot of technology. So let's get to the winners without any further ado.
Very good. I believe you have 5 prizes in this category. So in the 5th place.
Yeah, it's Alana and Saoirse, and it's called the Dark Wave Boat. But I really, really like the use of what look like lollipop sticks as the floor of the boat, I think, from the picture. But it looks like just a lovely little model, and from recycled materials, which is also a key theme of the Make a Model Boat project, is that you have to use recycled materials. So it's great to see people using all of those. So well done to Alana and Saoirse.
Well done. In 4th place.
Yeah, Lucy and Amelie. So it's called the RR. Now, what's great here is that I suppose there's a central flag that has Cork in it. I suppose the theme this year was at home by the Lee, and you can see there are recyclable people as well on the boat, and it's got a very interesting shape to it, which I think what actually drew my eye. So congrats to Lucy and Emily.
Congratulations. And in 3rd place
is Riona and Welton, and this is called the RR Starline FG. It's a series of boxes, and actually during the video that just played there a few minutes ago, you would have seen this one that was floated in the lock, in the bath, in their bath, the lock in their bath. And I really, really like the different kind of colors on this and the way it's kind of built up. It's a lovely little cruise liner.
Very nice. Are they shoe boxes, do you think? I think so.
yeah, a mixture, I think.
Very good. And in 2nd place.
Yeah, we go to Scarlett and Izzy, and this is called the Scallywag. And what's great about this is that it's got a little engine on the end of it. So this is the ingenuity technical side. And I really love those sort of touches, that it also moves and it just looks great as well. So well done to Scarlett and Izzy.
Well done, high tech. In 1st place, then, who did you get?
I got an entry called the Fishy Boy from Rockborough School. Is there a name? Actually, I don't know. Is there a name on this?
Sure. There's a whole bunch of names on that one. Tara, Louis, and one more child who I can't identify right this minute. But yeah, there was three kids who made this one together from Rockborough. So
okay. No, it's really, really fab. So actually the name, I don't just brought up the name. So it's Tara and Louis and Killian and Anu and Daniela and Lydia and Aiton and William. So there was 5 to 6 fantastic young people that actually worked on this. And what's great is that I suppose the central tower is Shandon, which is very symbolic of all things Cork. And I think I said earlier on the week, Shandon is celebrating 300 years next year. So and this is a nice way maybe to kickstart that story off. And I really like the coat of arms as well. And I love the name, the Fishy Boy. So congratulations to that team of 6 from Rockborough.
Congratulations to all of the participants in that category. Well done. I love the idea of kids building these model boats together. I think it's it's a tricky thing to try and join different people's vision for the boat, and but they seem to be doing it really successfully. So well done, everybody. We're moving on to the next category, which is another group category. 12 to 15-year-olds. I think there weren't that many entries in this category. Give me a minute while I bring up the video again. And here we go. So there was one entry in that particular category. So Kieran, how did you manage that? Did they automatically get first prize, or how does that work?
No, they don't actually. It's something that I have for all my other young people projects, even my school's heritage project that I run earlier on in the year. You do have to pass the floatability test and the creativity test and the Cllr test. But I have awarded a first place prize to Rebecca and Katie and Saoirse with their boat Newsies, which, as far as I know, is the name of a very, very great musical that was on Broadway. And I think it's also hosted on Disney Plus as well. There you go. My knowledge of musical theatre. But I really like this. I mean, there's a mixture here. I love the little characters that have been created on the sail and the boat, the shape of the boat itself. So no, well done to Rebecca and Katie and Saoirse.
Well done, congratulations. Then we're going to the next category, which is the individual entries from the 12 to 15-year-olds. Find the video. Constantly keeps playing before I want it to start playing. Hang on. Here we go. So the 12 to 15-year-old individual entries. There was about 10 different entries in that. Here we go. Wow, some seriously impressive model boats in that category, Kieran.
Yeah, it took a while to mark as well. Thank you for that, for giving me that category to judge, Rachel. Yeah, it was quite a difficult category, but we do have winners. But I think I might have just placed maybe first or second.
I think you have 3. Hang on. Yeah.
We have 3 that actually kind of got through to the top 3.
Very good. So in third place, who came in third?
Yeah, so we've got Damien, which is, and the theme was the floating city of Pangaea. Now that might have not any reference to Cork, but those who were watching the video very carefully would have noticed that he went to the loch and he floated his boat on the loch. So there was a nod to the Make a Model Boat project that we hosted the loch. So well done to Damien on that.
Yeah, well done. I recognize the loch indeed. It's lovely. In second place.
Yeah, it's Alicia, and she has created a thing called the Floating Lee. So I think this is a really mini cruise liner with a lovely bath and swimming pool in it. But I really like the color on this, and you can see the logo Home by the Lee as well down the end. So well done to Alicia.
I love the little figurine.
Yeah.
And in first place we have,
drum roll, Lachlan, and he did his boat on it's called the Lee Voyager, and it is a bit of a pirate ship, and there's fantastic use of lollipop sticks. Well, it looks like lollipop sticks, twine. The color is fantastic, and I actually would love to see this actually on the loch itself, floated on the loch. But major congratulations to Lachlan for this fab work.
Well done. That's really impressive boat. Great. Congratulations to all the model boat builders. we have one last category. It's the community project category, which we received a lovely entry into as well. I'm going to bring it up here. Wait a minute and share it. Here we go. There we go. That's a fabulous boat. Fabulous boat. Okay, so hang on. Here we go. So that's in the community project category. We had 10 to 12-year-olds and a 14-year-old. The kids' names were Tommy, Keelan, Alex, Charlie, Alex, and Sky. Or I think one Alex and then a Sky. Kieran, what did you think?
Yeah, I mean, Joy, I suppose every year we give an award to someone whose boat really connects to the whole idea of community. And this boat actually, it's a model of the Cllr ferry from Passage West all the way over to Rushbrook. And this is a boat that is heavily used every day by commuters. And I know any time that it isn't running, people actually miss it because they could be late for work or late for school or whatever, or college. But I know people have a lot of respect and time for this ferry. And I do remember a time when the ferry wasn't there and you had to go all the way around the long distance to get from Passage West to Rushbrook and vice versa. So what I liked about this is that they actually put in the ramp of the ferry and that there was the cars in it. And it does really much connect to the community life between Passage West and Rushbrook and how loved this ferry actually is for a whole series of reasons. So major congratulations to Tommy, Keelan, Alex, Charlie, Alex for their Sky ferry by the Lee. And it's really fab and very creative. And all what this project looks for as well in a model boat.
Well done, well done. That concludes all the categories. Well done to all the boat builders and well done to all the adjudicators for finding the prize winning models, because that was not an easy task. Thank you very much. Donna, I'm going to invite you for a couple of closing words. You're muted, so you'll have to unmute.
As I say, most of the time, people are very delighted when I'm muted. I suppose, thank you, of course, to the judges. What a fantastic job you have done, and how to pick out from those fantastic entries must have been quite difficult. To everybody who took part, the 95 entries that must have involved over 200 boat builders, model boat builders. You know, you're all winners, and I mean that in the sense that, you know, the intent of this is to recycle plastic, to reuse plastic. The intent is to be creative. The intent is to connect to Cork and to the waters, the wonderful waters, the beautiful harbour, the river, the loch that is Cork. And, you know, and I said to you earlier that I hope to see you on those waters in this summer, or some waters around the fantastic Cork coast, or indeed the Irish coast. It's that you become really familiar. You know, those of us of an age will remember a time when we kind of turned our backs on the sea. And it's fantastic to see the level of participation in water sports in this country is going up and up. We have a fantastic rowing team who are going to the Olympics that need your full support. You know, we have a lot that's happening on the water, and you as have contributed to that through showing the awareness of plastic and through committing yourselves in this fairly difficult time. Let's not kid ourselves. COVID wasn't a slice of cake. It was difficult for everybody. And you know that we have a record entry is a real credit to you all. And I suppose in closing, I also want to thank your parents, your teachers, you know, all of the adults in your life who've spent a lot of time with you this year. And, you know, have done a fantastic job in supporting you. And you could take this minute that I'm talking to you to turn around and say thank you to them. And then they can perhaps consider giving you a lovely treat for your fantastic work in presenting boats. Just, you know, a small treat, but nonetheless a lovely treat. And have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the rest of the Cork Harbour Festival. There's still some fantastic events on, and enjoy those. And we look forward to seeing you next year, hopefully on the lock. Well done, everybody.
Well done, everybody. Thanks very much.